Prince Harry has been warned not to do it at any costs. But what is it? As ever, let me explain. Morning, nice to see you. Thank you so much for your time today. Lovely as ever to have your company, and welcome one and all brand new subscribers. There is a nice electric bus, I think, that's just going past here. Yeah, absolutely. By the way, I have to say, I don't know if this has happened to you if you've been to London, but more and more places are now becoming cashless. And do you find this wherever you go? It's very hard to pay for anything. Even, I was just trying to buy some plasters the other day, right? And oh no, all the tills were credit cards. Just annoys me, the fact that, they moan about, or the retail sector going down and they're losing money. How about just doing what the customer wants and actually putting people behind tills that can take cash and give change? And as I pointed out before on this show, and I mean this to everybody out there, check your change. The people are not used to giving change now, so they just give you a few bits, think that'll do. Make sure they give you the right change. I can't stress that enough, chums, trust me. Now let's get back. My rant is over, well, for now. But this person's rant is not over, of course. That is, of course, the former royal known as Prince Harry. Now, we know Harry's hot-headed. We've seen him time and time again lose his patience and, of course, fire off when things don't suit him. I've been there when he's sort of turned on reporters because he doesn't like their stance of asking a question or whatever. Petulant, spoiled, and a bit of a brat, some people might suggest, of course. But when you're coming up against one of the biggest personalities in the world, and that literally is the biggest personality in the world right now, the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Now, as you know, basically, Mr. Trump, President Trump, shall I say, has hit out at Harry, basically saying, he will have enough problems with his wife. And he said he's no fan of Meghan Markle, for so many other people that totally agree with the way that they both disrespected the monarchy, the late Queen, the Duke of Edinburgh. And if anything, Trump is a major royalist. He really likes the monarchy, and in particular, a soft spot for William. Fascinating when you think. Now, here's again where it gets really interesting, because Harry was absolutely steaming over that remark that literally has gone round the world. I mean, not only, as I told you, because of the tears, the tantrums and the pressures that he's now under behind the scenes, but of course, when you think about it, that is the prerogative of the president. I mean, he is allowed an opinion whether he likes it or not. And let's not also forget that the President of the United States himself has no clean balance sheet. The word Stormy Daniels spring to mind, but of course that's battered off and he's now literally where he is, if you get the picture. Now, Harry has been warned by the people that he now has. And this is where it's interesting, because they're basically saying, don't come out against the president because you will only come off this worse. And when you think about it, it makes perfect sense, because if Harry hits out at President Trump, then Trump will just keep going on and ruin whatever's left of their careers, semblance, popularity. Let's not forget that Meghan still has this show to come out on Netflix that she needs a lot of support with. I mean, yes, whatever you might think, somebody's going to have to give it some support. But Harry feels that he should be able to get his point over. Now, whether that be on a post or Instagram or Meghan's thing, whatever, he's not letting it go. But as they're pointed out, he's given you a stay of execution. Yes, your crib sheet may suddenly become in the public domain if that particular think tank pushed that through. But Trump has already said he's not bothered. You've got bigger problems, and he knows it. Let's face it, he's lived it, he's been there a few times, right? But for Harry, he just believes that how dare anybody attack the love of his life, Meghan Markle, and no doubt being pushed by Meghan in the background to save her honour. But is it all too late? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.